Welcome back everyone to River and Sea, where today we are heading south of the encampment, where we are going to find a missing mare and perhaps solve a few other problems that are around in this area. But that means, of course, going back into Tharbad. And you thought that we were done with the place. It looks like I found the mare, and maybe he was knocked down by this boar? Well, we have to deal with the boar then. Are you alright?
I need no keeper. I was about to throttle them.
So, Ringard sent you? She finally lowered herself enough to return to Cardalon? Well, you nearly wasted your time. I need no keeper. I was about to throttle them. Those orc scum. They knocked me down, so it wasn't the boar then. No, it was the orcs, but I fended them off with my staff. The cowards fled. I may have lost my temper and thrown my staff at the retreating backs. It landed not far from me. Oh, could you get it, will you? Maybe I should refrain from asking him if his leg is broken, considering that there's a possibility of that literally being true. You. And you. Well. Alright, and there's your staff.
Pah! Of course you would overreact.
Oh, the villains came upon me while I was unawares. I would have been fine. Oh, just give me my staff.
I was on my way back to her now when those accursed fools attacked me.
I had seen what I came here to see, so I will make my way back and meet you there. Oh, no, I don't need your help in getting back. A friend will be arriving to bring me home. However, you could put those skills of yours to work in another way. Drive out the orcs who have infiltrated into Tharbad. If you survive, return to me in Herna with their ears when you're finished, and I will reward you. I need to kill orcs. Well, I've killed enough orcs in here. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And anyway, somebody wanted me to destroy some supplies or something like that. Oh no, destroy weapon caches and recover supplies. Yes. Now I remember. Well, let's deal with the defiler. Alright. Took me to get some time to get that ear off, it looks like. Well then. Oh, that's right. Somebody did say something about having their bow stolen by the orcs. Well then. Let's just deal with them. And these look like the supplies I want to collect. Oh, hold on. Oh! Thank you for volunteering. Now, let's see about these supplies. And these. Ooh, and more over here. Oops. Alright, okay, we'll deal with you. And just give you a little stab in the solar plexus, and all will be fine, with me at least. Now, this. Now, do I need to find another camp around here? I mean, there are plenty of orcs around. I could. Certainly enough orcs around here to kill with their heart's content, but I'm sure there are only so many supplies around in the area. Now, where next? This way? Ah, here's another little area. Ooh, Alida. Well, oh, actually he's an elite. Perhaps I was a little bit over anxious for that one. that one was my target, but that one died first. No, I don't understand. New deed, Orc Slayer a Cardalon. Advanced? So I've killed that many already. Did I go this way yet? Well, I guess I'm about to find out. Have I raided? Never mind. You just don't last long enough to question. Are you gonna last long enough to... No, apparently not. Ah, yes, obviously a new area because I have some unrated boxes here. And you? And let's grab supplies. Let's grab a chest. Nope, this is not a weapon cache yet. It's not a qualifying weapon cache yet, at least. Hey, where are the weapons that I can destroy? He's not interested in telling me. I think that the weapon caches are up this way. And when I say up, I mean that literally.
Shara!
No, I don't know who Shara is. So now, any up here? No, that's not a weapon cache. That's not a weapon cache. Hold on. Nope, no weapon cache. So maybe even up further. Hello. And up further. All I know is that I'm going to run to more orcs before this is over. Oh, hold on. Ah! My first weapon cache! There you go. Oh, and I see my second right over there. Because the weapon caches and the supplies could not be together. While I was dealing with all of those orcs, I finished up Enmity of the Orcs and Goblins. So that means I have seen the world. Well, it's a will bonus. Not exactly the most necessary bonus for a mariner, but for the time being, we'll take what we can get. There we go. Our first racial trait. I'm sure we'll replace that at some point when we get something more useful. Now, what else do we need? Ah, yes. Quests! Hello there. Here is your bow, right?
I have higher hopes now for our endeavors.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, no, these are our supplies. Yes, supplies.
I had heard that Cardalan was a wilder land than Bree, but to see it for myself has been eye-opening.
I had heard about it being wilder, but to see it myself has been a eye-opener. To the north lies the ruins of Nimbarth. Judging by the walls that are left, it seems that there once been a fortress. I don't feel like going back to Nimbarth. Right? Was I just in Nimbarth? I think I've been to Nimbarth. Yes, that's where I met all those half-orcs. Well, here's the bow. Yes, here's your bow.
My bow! You found it!
Now I can get back to my job and feeding these fine folk. I'm glad. Oh, speaking of feeding these fine folk, I still need to collect those venison. And for you, I've got. Oh yes, I destroyed their supplies.
You return. Tell me all about it. Were they angry?
She laughs in delight as you recount your deeds, and then presses coins into your hands. Is that for the laugh, or for destroying the supplies. Well, in either case, known to the Dunedain of Cardolan. New deed, friend to the Dunedain of Cardolan. Alright. There we go with it. I think it's time for me to head on out and get some venison, I think. Ah! Deer! Well then. One. And they just decorate the area? Ah, yes. The Lotro aggressive deer. They probably heard how much we tried to kill them and decided, alright, we'll just try to make it not as not easy as possible. That's the only thing I could think that could account for. Here's that, or we always run into them in rutting season. Oh, usually it's the bucks, not the does, that get aggressive in rutting season, but who knows? Hey, we might as well kill the wargs also while we're at it. I mean, we are depriving them of their food, so we might as well make sure that they don't suffer too long, right? There you go. One more. Surely there's one more in this area. Ah, here we are. For you. Dinner. Now, let's deliver the food. Here's the meat you ordered.
Have you been across the road to see the herds of deer?
Thank you. Without my bow, I couldn't have hunted that myself. I appreciate your help. Should I tell him I did the hunting after he got his bow back? Ooh. The Karamunad need you. Well, I'll worry about that later. And the war effort needs you. Well, that's not going to be part of the story, but just in case, I'll just have to put those away. Well, speaking of missions, oh, actually, there aren't any missions here. There used to be missions here, but they moved them all over to Herne, which is exactly where we're going at the moment. Why, coincidence. Ah, I found Herne. Now, let's see if I could find out what's going on in here. The air is silent. The wind is still. Where are the guards? Well, maybe he'll know something about this. Hello? The man stares at you with suspicious eyes and hurries for his home. He hurried in before I had a chance to know that he stared at me. Maybe this woman will be more polite. Hello? Like her neighbor, the woman glares at you, then hurries home. Alright, not the welcome I was expecting. Well, I have no idea what kind of welcome I was expecting. Well, I guess it's time to tag this thing. Yeah. Tag the stable master.
Hello there.
Hello. Ah, missions. What missions does he have? A plague of men bite the hand, sifting through time, and Tharbad Tower courtyard. Yeah, I could do these along with the quest I'm doing in the area. Okay, a plague of men. Anything you need?
Will you lend me your ear?
Yes, there is a matter of importance, as great as the arrival of the invaders of the north. It appears that the brigands inhabiting the ruins of Gavarad are not the most sanitary lot. Worse still, the provisions that they have stolen from farmsteads and trappers in the region waste away in makeshift storage not usable for, well, swine. Now, I know that this sounds like a meager task, but the foodstuff there is wont to spread disease if it is not destroyed. If you're willing to undertake the effort, we'll be willing to reward you for entering into those ruins and destroying a good number of their food stores. And what's more, you'll surely encounter a few of those ruffians when you're there, and thinning their numbers will only bolster the surrounding area. Right. Well then, I suppose I should do that then. We have arrived. Now. Ruffians. A ruffian captain. Oh, and some food stores. Now, technically, I only have to destroy the unsecured food barrels. I was about to say uncured, but actually that might be just as accurate. It's unsecured because the meat hasn't been cured, right? There you go. Now, just grab this. Oh, and over here. We might as well do this while we wait for him to arrive. Hey, just in time. There you go. Might as well just take care of the lot. Really have a good number of captains, don't they? And your turn. Ooh. Let's fix that arrow that's stuck in my side. Now, take care of that. Take care of that. Ooh. Now, let's see. How about you? And you? There you go. Well, you won't be needing the food then. Return the form. I guess that's a new deed that unlocked at level 20. Now, is there anything else that we've got around down here? So it's time to... Oh! There is something this way. Alright, fine. We don't want to leave any brigand unslain, it looks like. There you go. Now! That 8 for downstairs. Let's see, this is 8, so that means that'll be the last. Alright, I must admit that I would have completely have. Oh, it must be in a nook that's down around this way, right? Well, it's to the right at least. Yeah, look at this. I completely forgot about this area. There you go. 9. And now there's got to be, yeah, I think the rest of them are going to be upstairs. I mean, I was willing to think that there were going to be 4 upstairs, so now that was that where I was? No wonder I thought I was in a completely different portion of the camp. All right, now you can go. I really don't need lots of arrows sticking into my side. No. You're not running away. Motivating melodies. Okay. And what have we got here? We've got... Alright, I missed one. Maybe there is another one down. Oh no, it goes behind him. Alright. You didn't even last long enough for me to poke you in the chest. Oh well. Let's go and find the scout. Downstairs somewhere. easily found at the bottom of the stairs. This is not the way that men should live. Let them know that you're here to help. Let's return to the settlement. Mission accomplished?
How can I be of service?
It's a shame that we needed to destroy the food. There are many here in these lands that would be better served with getting the food to their tables. Alas, the greed and evil of some men simply is too much to overcome. Alright. So I get my first Grey Flood marks. Now, I just remembered. I forgot to turn in a quest up near the previous camp. Yes, I forgot to speak to the bounty hunter.
What is it?
Bedwyr eluded you again? How can this be? I'll get his bounty, Pine Seed. I need the coin, and I care not that he regrets his alliance with the half-orcs. I'll still track him down, and the bounty will be mine. You're welcome to give up the chase, but I never will. Now, be gone! Alright, and she gives me some shoes in which to be gone with. Oh, actually, this is quite an improvement. Thank you. Now, where she got a pair of hobbit-sized boots, I have absolutely no idea, but that will do. Now, what shall I do next? Should I go back to Herne, or do I need to learn more about Karis Galebrin? We have to find that out in the next episode of River and Sea.